All right, so this is an introduction to the first quadrant of the unit circle. So first off, what you need to know is that this is called a special right triangle. Why is it special? Because we have, well, first off, why is it right? Because there's a right angle. Why is it special? Because there's a 30-degree angle and then a 60-degree angle. Now, with that, we know a few things. We know that if I had a side that I'm going to call W that's opposite of the 30-degree angle, I know that opposite of the right angle at the hypotenuse is double that. And then I also know that whatever is opposite of the 60-degree angle is root 3 times that. So for example, if this side across from 30 was 5, then the hypotenuse would be double that, which is 10. And the side across from the 60-degree angle would be root 3 times that amount, or 5 root 3, okay? You could also go in, obviously, you can go from one to the other. So, for example, if I gave you that the hypotenuse was 10, you know across from the 30 degrees is half of that, which is 5. And then you know across from 60 degrees is root 3 times the amount of that, which is 5 root 3, okay? So that's just an example, and you can do this with any number. So I can be like, okay, this is W is 2. That means the hypotenuse is 4, and the side across from 60 is 2 root 3. Okay, so now let's apply that to the unit circle. So here is the unit circle. So what you should notice about the unit circle is that this right here, this is the radius, it's 1. This is also a radius, it's 1. This is also a radius, it's 1. This is also a radius, it's 1. So all the radii are 1 in the unit circle. Okay, so one of the angles that you need to know on the unit circle is this 30-degree reference angle. Okay, so if you look, the radius is 1. Now, what I did is I imposed that triangle over here. So this is a 60-degree angle. Now look where the 1 is. It's across from the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is 1. That means across from 30 will be half of that. Half of 1 is 1/2. Then across from 60 is root 3 times the length of the side across from 30 degrees. So 1/2 times root 3 is root 3 over 2. So this side has a length of root 3 over 2. Now what we can do, I'm going to get rid of that, where that came from over here, is that this distance right here, so this is over, so right there up into that point right there, is over root 3 over 2. And then this distance up right here is 1/2. So this ordered pair point right here is root 3 over 2, 1/2. Okay, so a 30-degree reference angle on the unit circle. The location of the ordered pair point right there is root 3 over 2, 1/2. We'll put this all into the unit circle momentarily. We'll put it into the first quadrant. Okay, so same idea here. If this angle is 60 degrees, this would make this 30. And then same idea, across from 30 is W, across from 90 is twice that, across from 60 is root 3 times whatever the side across from the 30-degree angle is. So same thing, it's just rotated now, okay? So if you look here, there's a 60-degree reference angle in the unit circle. So let's see what those lengths are. All right, so I can throw this 30 in here once again. If the hypotenuse is 1, across from 30 degrees is half of that. So that's 1/2. And then across from 60 is root 3 times that, which is root 3 over 2. So this time, this is over 1/2, up root 3 over 2. So this point over here is right 1/2, up root 3 over 2. So 60-degree reference angle, I have the ordered pair 1/2, root 3 over 2. All right, the last one that we have to talk about, we have a 45, 90 special right triangle. So on this one here, if these two sides obviously have to be the same length because they're both opposite of a 45-degree angle, they're the same. And then the hypotenuse is root 2 times that amount. So for example, if this was 5, this would be 5, and this would be 5 root 2. Okay, so this one is super easy. But what happens if I said that this length was 10? Okay. If this length was 10 and I want to know what W is, to get W by itself right here, notice I'd have to divide by root 2. So if I do 10 divided by root 2, I could simplify that for multiple reasons. We don't like radicals in the denominator. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply by root 2 over root 2. This is called rationalizing the denominator. You get 10 root 2 over 2, and then 10 over 2 simplifies to 5. So this is 5 root 2 and 5 root 2. Okay? So what you really need to know is that if this is 10, to get this, you need to divide by root 2. All right, so let's apply that to this. Okay, so there's my 45-degree reference angle in my unit circle. I gave you the hypotenuse as 1. To get these sides right here, I have to divide 1 by root 2. So if I divide 1 by root 2 and I rationalize it, I get root 2 over 2. So this side is root 2 over 2, and this side is root 2 over 2. So that means that, once again, this distance is root 2 over 2. This distance is root 2 over 2. So this ordered pair is right root 2 over 2, up root 2 over 2. So that is our third ordered pair that we need to know. Now, there are 2 more other ordered pairs that you need to know. Let me draw an extra circle right here, and then I'll draw my vertical and horizontal lines. It's this ordered pair, this ordered pair, this ordered pair, and this ordered pair. Now remember, this is the unit circle, so this length is 1, so that's to the right 1, and then up 0, so this would be 1, 0. This length is 1 also. It's over 0, up 1. This length is also 1, but it's to the left, so that's negative 1, 0. And then this one is down 1, so that's 0, negative 1. All right, so let's go ahead and put this into the first quadrant of the unit circle. So notice this is, if I kept going here, I could keep and continue on and make this a circle. It's not beautiful right there, not gonna lie. But we're only looking at the first quadrant right now. Okay, so let's put this all in here. And then this is something that you're going to want to memorize. And when I say memorize, I mean it. So I mean, like, when you read the word dog, no one goes, hold on, let me think about this. Dog. It says dog. No one does that because they see it and they know it. This first quadrant, you want to be that way also. Okay? So let's start with our degrees and then our ordered pairs. So once again, this is 0 degrees. Your positive x-axis is 0 degrees. Okay? That ordered pair was right 1, up 0. This angle right here, my first angle, is 30 degrees. That's this angle right here. That's a 30-degree angle. And then the ordered pair was root 3 over 2, 1/2. I'm going to skip over the next one and move on to 60 degrees. This is my 60-degree angle right here. And the reason why is because 60 degrees is just the reverse of that. It's 1/2 root 3 over 2. Now let's go back to this angle right here. This is my 45-degree angle. And that was over root 2 over 2, up root 2 over 2. And then finally right here, this is a right angle. That's 90 degrees. And then this is over 0, up 1. All right, the last thing we have to do is write what the radians are. So remember, to convert degrees to radians, you multiply by pi and then divide by 180. So if I multiply 0 by pi and then divide by 180, I still have 0 over 180, which is 0 radian. So this is 0 degrees, 0 radians. And if you go full rotation, this is 360 degrees or 2 pi radians. All right, here, if I multiply this by pi and divide by 180, I'd have 30 pi over 180. 30 goes in here once, 30 goes in here 6 times. So this is pi over 6. 30 degrees is pi over 6 radians. Here, 45 times pi divided by 180. 45 goes into both, once here, 4 times here. This is pi over 4. It is a quarter of a pi. All right, 60 degrees. I lost my degrees right there on those two. 3. 60 times pi divided by 180. 60 goes into itself once, 60 goes in 180 3 times. This is pi over 3. And then last but not least, 90 times pi divided by 180. 90 goes into itself once, 90 goes in 180 twice. This is pi over 2. So this is the first quadrant of your unit circle. I'm going to erase my conversions here because this is what you want to have memorized. You want to make sure this is perfect in your notes. And then today you want to go home and you want to start practicing this. You want to be able to say 45 degrees is the same as pi over 4 radians. The ordered pair is root 2 over 2, root 2 over 2. 30 degrees, pi over 6, root 3 over 2, 1/2. Those are things that you need to know because then I can teach you the other three.